What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode lives in the people-pleasing playlist because we're going to talk about what to do when people say they're okay, even though they're acting like they're clearly not. Nothing bothers me more than this, so let's dive right in. Step 1. Let's figure out if you're a people pleaser. Do you ever feel like you put your needs aside to fulfill someone else's needs or to benefit someone else? I mean, this could look like just knowing you need personal space but hanging out with your partner anyway because you know they'd be really upset if you don't. I use that exact example because doing things like this is actually a lot more extreme than you think. And if you're willing to put your needs aside to fulfill your partner's and you're willing to do that on a regular basis, chances are you're willing to do almost whatever it takes to make your partner happy, especially if you knew that their happiness was at your fingertips. So, it makes a lot of sense that you would feel concerned and you would feel the need to fix or help your partner when you feel like they're not okay, even if they say they are. But there's one thing that you need to know. There's one thing that you need to know, and then there's one thing that you have to do in those moments. You have to know that even if you put your needs aside, that person is not going to be 100% pleased. No one is 100% pleased any percentage of the time because people always want things and wish things and whatever. So no matter what you do, no matter how much you put yourself at risk, no matter how much you put yourself to the side in general, that does not add value. That does not add happiness to the situation. You hindering yourself in any way does not add anything to the situation. It only takes from you. That is the one thing you need to know. Now, there's something that you need to remember. You need to remember that our mental health and emotional expression is rooted in our perception of reality. Let me say that again for the people all the way in the back. All the way in the back. Basically, our mental health is rooted in how we see the world. And everyone sees the world differently. We see the world through a lens of culture, childhood, financial situation, lifestyle and upbringing, all of that stuff. Now, that concept, in combination with the concept that humans are fluid creatures, fluid meaning our emotions come and go, they change and they flow. We are very easily emotionally driven. A lot of people don't want to admit that because it's not cool and it's not strong. But it's true. It's easy for us to go down this path, something happened, and then whoop, our emotions change and go down that path. We're very fluid in that way. So the combination of your mental health being influenced by how you see the world and your emotions being fluid and changing and flowing means that realistically, if you ask someone, are you okay? Or what are you feeling? That answer is going to be really complex. And because it's so complex, we kind of just go, fine, or nothing. So if you're someone who's anxious and hyper-vigilant, in combo with you being a people pleaser and wanting to help or fix, I understand why this just drives you insane. Because you can't help but notice the disconnect in energy between what you're saying and how you're presenting. I get it. But it's not your job. It's not your job. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. It's not your job to ask everybody how they're doing for the sake of fixing them. If you want to ask someone how they're doing, bring it from a place of genuine curiosity, not from a place of problem solving. I guess what I'm saying, or I guess what a good mentality to have, is that because people are so complex, and life is so complex, don't go looking for problems and don't go looking for things to fix because you will find them. And you have to know yourself well enough to be able to say, I'm someone who wants to fix the problems that I find. And because there are so many problems, I've got to only focus on mine so that I don't get drained, burned out, and so that I can show up the best version of myself for the people that I care the most about in my life. It's kind of one of those things. So if you're hanging out with somebody who seems really down and they're really just kind of being weird, you can ask them if they're okay. But what I'm starting to do, it's a new year, 2025, what I've been doing recently is if they say, yes, I'm fine, I ask them once, are you sure? That's their chance to actually tell me the truth. And even then, even if they tell me the truth and they're horrible, I'm coming from a place of compassion. I'm coming from a place of support and understanding, not from a place of fixer-upper, not from a place of problem solving. However, if I ask them, are you sure? And they say, yes, I'm fine, no matter how obvious it is that they're not fine, no matter how much I feel like they're blatantly lying to me, I'm going to say, okay, if you need anything, let me know. And that's where I leave it. I leave it right there. I mean, what are you going to do? If you're carrying bags and I ask you if you need help carrying them and you say no, I'm not going to grab them out of your hand anyway. I'm going to let you carry them. Why would I literally take on baggage that doesn't belong to me? That's what that is. Why would I take baggage that doesn't belong to me? If you don't want help carrying it, okay, I'm not going to pick it up. I can already hear you asking, but what if they just keep being weird? What if our hangout continues to be awkward? Keep being you. Keep being optimistic, funny, chill, crazy. Whoever you are, keep doing that and just act normal. Because their feelings don't have to be your feelings. Just because they're being sad and weird doesn't mean you have to be sad and weird now. And look, if time goes by and it's just driving you crazy, they just haven't gotten out of this mood, you can ask them one more time. You could say, hey, I've noticed it's been about an hour and you still seem really upset. Are you sure you're okay? Because I would love to have a great day with you. I'm not sure what's up, but if you say it's nothing, then come on, let's have a good day. You could say something like that to kind of prompt them to either, again, tell you the truth or to shake this off. But what I'm trying to say is, do not become codependent in the way that your friend being sad or your partner being sad means you're sad. Because no, this is still your weekend. This is still your time off. This is still your whatever day it is to enjoy yourself. No matter how frustrating it is that you can't abracadabra fix these emotions and make your friend or partner happy again, you have to remember that it's just not your job to. It's just not your job to. No matter how much you wish someone redid the bathroom tiles in your bathroom at work, it's not your job to come in on the weekend and redo the tiles. It's just not your job. Just because you want something to happen doesn't mean you're the one who has to do it. Look, the way I see it, 2025 is about protecting my peace and teaching other people how to protect their peace. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, regardless of what energy you're picking up from people, nothing is your social responsibility or your social obligation unless someone asks you, can you help me? And even then, you still have the right to say yes or no. But you definitely have no responsibility just because you can sense something might be wrong with someone. Whoever is experiencing that emotion will be okay if they sit with that sadness, if they sit with that anxiety, if they sit with that discomfort. You don't have to be the one to soothe them of these feelings. They will be okay. And so will you.